false twin flame is a very real thing, and many twin flames experience this along the journey, right? Sometimes even multiple false twin flames. It really all depends where you start. So nowadays people are longing for this soulmate connection, for this twin flame connection. It's become some kind of a lifestyle idea, right? My name is Judith. Very warm welcome to Twin Flame Essentials. This is all about your journey, all you need to know about twin flames, everything you need to do to keep your vibration high and to align with your divine union, right? That's what we want. We want to align. And this also means that we align with who we truly are. And that's the journey, right? So we have to find this place and to rediscover who we are. That's wonderful that we have this opportunity. Our twin flame is giving this to us. And this also goes for the false twin flame and any other players in our lives that are a pain in our ass, right? So yeah, and your twin flame, of course, is triggering all kinds of things. And sometimes this person is like not our twin flame. This can happen, right? You cannot tell. Nobody can tell you if this is your twin flame or not. And I would maybe tell you what in what direction I think a person is related to you, whether I get like the information from spirit that this might be your twin flame or whether not. But also spirit would always then say, this is the twin, this is the twin. Why would spirit like indicate that a false twin flame is a twin flame? Well, because this is your sparring partner, right? This is your training partner. This is like the person that is like mirroring to you what you have to work on, what you need to resolve, all the shadow, right? The whole shadow is like coming to the light for you to see that, for you to feel that, for you to heal that. And that this works with the false twin flame as well as it works with the true twin flame, yeah? But really there are some issues that your twin flame would not want to mirror to you for healing. It's just he or she, they would probably prefer to leave altogether because they don't want to see you suffer or to make you feel bad. That's what happened also to my twin flame, right? That he didn't want to be that mirror. He told me that as well, even if he didn't maybe understand the concept, but he felt uncomfortable in that way to treat me, to not treat me well, right? Didn't like that. And I myself experienced this in relationships with other twin flames as well, because we are like mirrors. We are a mirror to every person, right? We always mirror something back to them, and it's also in a way highlighted when it comes to our relationships with other twin flames. And there is a similar dynamic then. We're also like mirroring issues. And this can also be painful when you start recognizing that your behavior is maybe not very nice towards this person. You're just, yeah, you're used by the divine to mirror those issues. Yeah, and it's still choice whether we stay in that relationship then, whether it be a friendship or twin flame relationship or whatever. And so with some issues, we cannot heal them with our true twin flame. We have another player in our lives, whether this is like a boss or a colleague at work. Not so often, but could also happen that it's someone in the family or the family structure as a whole. It could also be like someone else in your environment where there is some kind of a power dynamic. Yeah, and so basically when you heal through your issues, then you would all of a sudden like see that all of your relationships that you had were all like coming from the same kind of frequency, right? They were all a match. In truth, they were all a match. And you were maybe not a match, or not maybe, but certainly not a match to your true twin flame, right? But to a false twin flame. And then this doesn't matter really. It's not about whether this is your true twin flame or your false twin flame. It's about what are you doing with the information that is given to you by the divine. Yeah, what are you doing with this information that is passed to you by how it makes you feel? That's always what it comes down to, and that's why what's so tricky when we are numb in a way, right? So when we are not feeling our feelings, when we like have to awaken to this state of being where we can feel our feelings, then then it takes sometimes people who are kind of people and circumstances who are really forcing us to have a look at the shadow. And this is when the divine puts us in the pressure cooker, right? We cannot go anywhere. We then have to resolve those things. And it's a blessing in disguise, right? We really then afterwards we're like grateful, and we learn in this way that we can be in truth grateful for everybody who is giving us a hard time, because they are like mirroring parts that we would not see otherwise. Those could also be family patterns, right? It doesn't even have to be something that you experienced. Of course, your experience is a big part when it comes to love, right? Your beliefs about love, what love is, and also that you are like kind of separate from this idea of love because you don't feel that you are made of love, right? Love is who you truly are. So it takes a while, of course, to come to all those realizations, and we are in fact never done, because life keeps constantly challenging us and showing us things, and we can always go deeper and always. But then we are like more, we know where we are going, and it's then it becomes really interesting and wonderful. So yeah, we have to forgive ourselves if this is a false twin flame. It really doesn't matter, not at all. You can treat your false twin flame just as a true twin flame, right? But just keep doing the work, and also how should I say this? So your true twin flame would always move along in some way. So as I demonstrated in one of the other videos with the bottle, right? That you are one organism, you are one energetic body. So everything that you do, everything that you adjust and change, you go up in vibration, you make different choices, for example, this would all affect your twin, and you would see this, right? For example, when you don't see your twin flame for a couple of weeks, maybe even months, and then you meet again, then you would always recognize that his life has changed as well, right? Or his mindset has changed, or there's certain things that have come up for him to ponder in his life. He maybe maybe he made changes when it comes to his home or work situation or leaving a partner. Whatever, right? You would not force this. You would not never want to force this, because you would really want to leave this to him. He has a different way to go about things, but in this way to for example see in which ways he makes changes in his life, in what ways he is maybe like also attempting to heal, in whatever way. This might be like spiritual practices, this might also be things like going to church or to therapy or whatever. So it could look very different to what you are doing, or it could also look very similar to what you are doing, but you would somehow feel that you move alongside each other, right? And that's completely different with a false twin flame. With a false twin flame, the more you heal, the more you would like realize that you have nothing in common with this other person, or that this is not resonating anymore, right? It would fall away naturally. It would not bother you then at this point, right? And if it's bothering you now, then don't worry, because nobody can tell you if this is your twin or not. You have to find out, right? So it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Yeah, and there is another thing that I want to talk about, because I find that this is very important. There is such a thing as people that are abusing you, right? That are like where you are stuck in a toxic relationship, and that's a whole other thing. If you feel that this could be true for you, then reach out to somebody qualified for help, right? For could be like psychiatrists or people who just are professionals when it comes to toxic relationships, because this should not be confused with a twin flame relationship. So this is then very clear that this is never cannot be your twin flame. Right? Your twin flame would never abuse you. Your twin flame would rather distance himself or herself before he or she would make you feel bad in this way. Yeah, this doesn't mean that you always feel great, because this person is like pushing your buttons. Your twin flame is very good at pushing your buttons, but never in that way that in the form of domestic violence or things like that, right? So that's something that I just wanted to mention, because I find it very important to make this point, right? Yeah, so if you are stuck in any way, I really think it's very, very important to stress that point of doing the inner work, right? That's the only way out. That's the only way out. Now, I'm all about the inner work, and I would always like work with divine guidance, because Spirit knows exactly where you need to go, right? So it's like I work with divine guidance. It's not that I put something like one size fits all, and I just put something over you, but I would like check in with the divine and really get guidance and pinpoint exactly what needs to be healed for you now. I can also point out certain things like a map to you to make things a little bit clearer. I can also check in with your twin, where he is at. And so it's very precise, and it's really swift clearing of certain things, and this I find it very effective. Found it very effective for myself. That's why I recommend it. And whenever you are stuck, reach out. I also offer 15 minutes free spots where we can briefly like get to know each other, and you get to ask some questions. So apply for one of those via email. There's a link in the description to my offers. and then check that out. And if you're interested, just get in touch, right? Yeah, if this resonates with you, then please let me know by liking and subscribing to this channel. Stay tuned for another video, and I'm planning to do some lives checking in with the energies, and maybe also looking into the divine masculine energies, things like that. But I would not do this as a video, only as a live. So if you want to, you're interested, then also subscribe to the channel so you get notified. Good, that's all for today. Have a beautiful day, and yeah, I see you in the next video. Bye for now, everyone.